Oh, here we go, choose. My name is Dad Boys in the Hood, and welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. I am. I was just organising some stuff actually. I didn't realise I was recording. We have comments up. What do you mean I still have more stuff? Oh yeah, hats. Oh God, no. Nah. Okay. Let's see. Inventory. Letter. Yeah, and moonstones. Okay, so. Collections. Armor Troll. Okay. Let me just bring up my brightness up on my phone so I can actually see comments better. And then we have the two tassels, which you saw me put this one on, which I quite liked. Okay. I don't care. Okay, we are back. Okay, time to report back to the professor's office. Like, so far, everything about this game has been fun. Like, the storyline so far. So far, the storyline has actually been quite good. And honestly, I actually hope it stays like that. I got myself a couple of sandwiches because I was hungry. Is
You
that
cannot
Snape?
be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox. It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them?
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
Great.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Great. Herbology. I fucking hate herbology.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Why, what's that?
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Alright. Do I have anything? Hold on. Map. Okay. Oh, I really hope it's not we have to pull out the disgusting thing. Like the shrieking thing. What's up?
Levioso. Reparo. Accio.
It cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems. Studying hard?
Right, now my shoes are all wet.
Punja's onion again.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello.
Hello, Jin.
Class, please welcome the newest rose in
Professor
our
Garlic.
garden.
Sup,
We look
Sebastian?
forward to growing together.
I'm gonna like you.
How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio.
No.
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First,
Oh no, I
let's
knew
protect
it.
our
I
ears.
jinxed it. Oh, fucking
Now,
jinxed it.
everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly, place your mandrake in the new pot and pat out the soil.
Oh, I hate you. Why was that the first lesson?
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go.
I feel like you're.
Good work, everyone.
I feel like you're gonna be one of my favorite teachers so
Now
far.
for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting table.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
I should think Professor Garlic would be more careful with her mandrakes.
Oh, hello, Honor Miss. How are you? Oh, yeah.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
Oh, hello there, Professor.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Yeah.
I'll say. Nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Of course, Mrs. Garlic.
How to balance my star thistle arrangement.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the
Yes,
other
indeed.
greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you.
Ah, no.
Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Yeah, I thought so.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate... Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomp... Go on. Grab a few of those cabbages. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Revelio.
Explain.
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot. Nothing to it, really. Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quickly why we call them that. Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they?
Hello, Dennis.
My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Just because those cabbages will chomp on a dummy doesn't mean they do the same on, say, a goblin.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Okay, so just go around. Okay, cool.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
We must first.
Shut up. No one cares.
That goes for plants as well as friends.
No! Open! Don't make me use magic on you. Just to have you open. Oh, that punch was brilliant. He's just humming a song and it's like, nah, fuck you. Shut up. But that guy didn't have a... Sorry, let me rephrase that. That guy seemed to have a rough night.
Revelio.
He must have had a very rough night if he decided that he was gonna get crushed. You know, not gonna lie, instead of sweaters for like the Harry Potter thing, in like the Harry Potter films, they should have used waistcoats. Because in this game, they actually look quite nice. So, I think that's like a very good different sort of detail for like the game. And like so far it's actually been a tremendous game so far. I'm actually enjoying it. I hope you guys are. Honestly, at some point I really hope we get to meet not Harry. Rubius Hagrid, Keeper of Keys, and other stuff at Hogwarts. And I hope the person who plays is like sounds like a lot like Robbie Coltrane. Ah, the famous bridge. I don't know why I'm collecting moonstone. Alright, let's make our way to this stupid Gryffindor. That filthy little Gryffindor. What could possibly... Yeah, I actually quite like my little tassel that I have on it. Like, bottom bit, I meant to say. Also, I hope we can play Quidditch. Like, if you see what I mean, their sort of like costume design is actually quite awesome. Oh my god, wait, I've got to reenact a scene. Right here, if you remember, Hermione, Ron and Harry come out from this bridge, Draco Malfoy is here, and then you hear Hermione, like, Draco Malfoy, he stood by this exact rock, and then Hermione says, You foul, loathing little cockroach! That is awesome that they actually have, like, all this detail. Hagrid's hut! Hagrid! Hagrid, is Hagrid in? Hagrid? Where's Hagrid? It's
I should investigate.
I need...
Protego!
No.
Accio! Levioso!
Well, the teachers aren't going to be happy. Who are you?
Accio! Levioso!
I have no idea who you are.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Oh, you think we're friends? I'm a Slytherin, you're a fucking
Hello,
Gryffindor.
Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
What does that mean?
I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions.
Please,
For now,
no.
it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own, and you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Honestly, love...
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I'm I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be serious.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
It's fine, love, I got this.
I'll have taken your life before you even... What are you doing?
Leviosa. Brilliant point of view. I'd like to be put down. Protego.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
I'd like to see you try.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You take this student over my dead body!
Come on, too afraid to fight back? No!
Accio! Accio!
You're going to regret that. Novice luck!
Accio!
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
You're right.
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
How
I
fascinating.
can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I'm
Reparo.
curious about these
Accio!
Wait.
Incendio.
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
How beautiful!
I'm a legend.
What a day. I can hardly believe
Revelio. I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
You too, Nora.
And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Reparo.
There we go. There is something. On my map. Oh yeah, potions class. With Professor Sharp. Head of Slytherin, I think. I want to see something. No.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Okay. I like the whole like time differences is really cool. Hey, we're walking. I want to walk over the famous bridge. I'm not going the long way. I wanted to walk over the famous bridge, and there's that famous clock. Yeah. Enter the Gryffindor lower hallway. Gotta go do my potions.
Incendio.
Time to go do the potions.
Levioso. Reparo. Accio. Incendio.
Keep it up, you guys.
Come, students, listen to the art.
And that's gonna not. I remember taking that. Quickly, I have to get you. Is that? That's Dobby. Up there. I thought potions would be where the Slytherin common room would
I'd better
be.
keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot I was doing that.
Accio. Levioso. Incendio.
It's down. I don't want to be late to my first potions class with Professor Sharp. Stop telling me to stand up, Watch.
Levioso. Accio.
Oh, okay, it's only certain pictures.
Was it too big
Maybe
for
Oars or
Angelica?
someone from the Ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
You're not gonna help us, Professor?
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Okay, cool. Done, Professor!
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Remember, precision.
Okay, I can't really read cursive writing very well.
Potion stations organized and free of clutter.
Here's the Fwopper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Endurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished. My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin's.
Proficiency and potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Patience and be thorough.
Alright, Endurus potion. A potion enchanted the drinker defense and covering them with a durable rocky skin.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah! Get it! Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
Professor Sharp...
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Endurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Yes, Professor.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must
They
return
sure
my
do
book,
say
Gateway
Merlin's
to the Far
beard a
Stars,
lot.
before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Greetings, young Slytherin. Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor Fig. Scrope can help you. And you can help Scrope get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up to.
That's the last time I ever teach
Especially
an idea.
Professor Black.
My aunt says I should get... There's something in there. I just know it.
Okay, good for you.
Reparo.
Did I not repair you? Okay. That's a shame. Scope. And who is Scope? That's what I know. Let me guess. A goblin. He is a goblin. For sure. Um, I mean, I'd like to hear what your guys' opinion is on this game, and like how you're enjoying it so far.
Ah! Oh.
Oh, is that game? Alright, find Scope's note in the courtyard. Then why did you take me all this way? Okay, cool. La 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 la. Like, honestly, all of this, like, this, just the fact that you can, like, roam around and, like, go into classes. It is fun. And somehow I went alright. I might make me a coffee in a minute. But after we get this note, I think. What is the point in me going out this way?
Accio. Levioso.
I don't even know what that is.
Levioso.
I do not know why there's crates there. I mean, so far, I love every detail.
Revelio. Levioso. Accio.
Scope knows about the book you found. Is it missing something? Scope does not believe it is safe to speak out in the open. Scope has left another note across the bridge among the circle rocks. Take care. Tell no one about this.
Scrope? Who is Scrope?
Yeah, who is Scrope?
Revelio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Accio.
Ah, there we go. Almost there. Head for the pumpkins just down the circle. Look outside one of them. You may be able to help a poor, broken-hearted Scrope.
Pumpkins? Ah, I think I know just the place.
Hagrid's hat!
Protego! Levioso! Reparo! Levioso! Accio!
I was gonna say, did I just kill you?
Revelio.
The young Slytherin must be exceptionally curious by now. Meet Scrope at the water's edge by the broken docks.
Down to the water's edge? This had better not be a trick.
Oh god. Honestly, I think it will be a trap. Ah, I know where that's supposed to go now.
Levioso. Accio.
Or not.
Thank you for coming all this way.
You must be
The name's
Scrope.
Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. Been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your notes mention the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help. but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
I'm not so sure about this. I don't need the headmaster upset with me.
Oh, the headmaster won't be upset. Scrope simply wants to surprise him. Scrope will explain. Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black, may she rest in peace, was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years ago. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book. Scrope suspects she took them to her private grotto. She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope tried to warn her.
I'm sorry to hear that. But how do you benefit if I find the pages?
Scrope believes that a treasured black family ring is also in the grotto. Scrope wishes to give it to the headmaster. Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the grotto long ago. Scrope continues to honour her wishes. Scrope would not dare ask a student for help, but when Scrope learned you were looking for those pages, Scrope thought you might also find the ring.
How did you know that I'd found a book and that it's missing pages?
Scrope and the other house elves are good at staying out of sight. Scrope hears and sees many things in the castle. Scrope knows how to keep secrets.
Tell me more about this treasured ring.
Oh, it's adorned with the Black family crest. The headmaster would be pleased with Scrope for returning it.
What happened to your ear?
How did you injure your ear?
The Blacks have a tradition of decapitating their house elves when their service is no longer required. One day, dear Apollonia was understandably frustrated with Scrope and got a bit too eager with a cleaver. Scrope was able to convince the sweet girl of his value and now views this small injury as a reminder of her good heart.
It seems this may help us both. I shall do it.
Scrope is relieved. Scrope hoped the young Slytherin would be willing to help. Take this toast to the grotto just down the coast and place it on the pedestal there. Good luck. Scrope will wait right here for you. Best of luck finding your pages. And the ring.
You know, I'm gonna go do this, because I'm actually curious. Oh my giddy aunt.
Protego! Levioso!
I hate you all.
Protego! Incendio! Levioso! Incendio! Incendio! Accio! Protego!
Oh god, they were annoying.
Why would I need a piece of toast? I suppose that's where it goes.
Secrets.
A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
Could it be? A visitor? Oh! Ah. Ooh. Ah. The name's Richard Jackdaw. I was a student, just like you, about a century ago. How in the world did you find this place?
A house elf named Scrope sent me. Said I might find a black family ring here.
Ah. Sorry to say, I sold the ring a long time ago. Poor Scrope. Still holds a candle for Apollonia, I reckon. Can't say I blame him. I stole all these treasures just to impress her. Alas, 'twas to no avail. I thought a secret map I pilfered from Peeves would pique her interest. But she simply rolled her eyes. What would I want with yellowed old pages torn from a book? Not my finest moment.
I'd like to have those pages if you don't mind.
They're not here. I thought if Apollonia wasn't interested in the map on the pages, perhaps it would lead to something that would intrigue her. So, I followed the map to what I can only describe as an enchanted cave of some kind. And you see what happened next? Here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to find the pages?
I think I could guess how you died, but who did it to you?
I was having a look around when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze. After that, I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do visit the cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
Why toast?
Why did I need the toast to get in here?
Oh, that was Apollonia's idea. Seems some squids love toast. They should have taught you that at Hogwarts.
How is it possible to steal from Peeves? A poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor, whatever's sure to cause the most chaos. He dropped them after a particularly aggressive romp through the library.
I suppose if that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet
Oh,
you
we're
at the
gonna get
forest.
into trouble.
I'm sure the pages are still tucked in my waistcoat. If you don't mind the sight of a, well, my decapitated skeleton, they're yours for the taking.
Actually, I am gonna leave this episode here of Hogwarts Legacy. I hope that you guys are enjoying this, because I am enjoying every inch of this game. Like every detail has just been absolutely amazing. The story, the dialogue has actually been awesome. So this game is probably going to be a game that I'm never going to like sell, because this game is awesome. But anyways, guys, if you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure you guys go press that subscribe button, press that bell icon next to that subscribe button, gets you notified whenever I upload a new video. Stay awesome, boy puds, and stay cool, girl puds, and I'll see you all in the next video.